to annihilate APC in Rivers State? The answer will be no. On the issue and points, we have always followed up with you. Maybe we should make one or two examples again, so that when we say that the man is ruling the state with impunity, you will understand the particular cases and points. You are aware of a judgment of Omotosho, Honorable Omotosho, a judge of the Federal High Court, on the issue of who is the Speaker and the general members of the House of Assembly in Rivers State. You and I are judges as to what has come out of that judgment, even when they did not appeal against it. Instead of appealing against it, they are busy procuring other judgments that are completely non-sequitur with the law. The latest we are told was the one they procured from one Honorable Judge APC Igwe, who introduced individuals, legal entities, into a judgment when those legal entities were not part of the judgment of the matter itself. A judge asking police, asking the DSS, asking INEC to do it in a federal, a state high court. I'm told that in the hierarchy of courts, state high courts are number 7 or thereabouts. They come a distant 7th position after the federal high court, which is occupying number 5th position in the hierarchy of courts. And the police is not part of the matter. The DSS is not part. They were not before you. You didn't join them. But you make a law that will compel them to do X, Y, Z. And these are federal agencies. You're making those laws via state high courts. What is it about? The reason about it is that they want to buckle the entire scenario. That is not our law. I'm saying again that we're drifting to a state of lawlessness in Rivers State. And we, members of the All Progressive Congress, we have exhausted all the legal means. We have seen that the governor is at the verge of adopting a self-right approach at the chagrin of all of us in the state. You can see the level of desperation. Take, for instance, that few days to 2027 election, presidential election, you will hear that the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, drove to INEC to say to INEC and to say to Nigerians that he is the president and that he is the chairman of INEC. Isn't that an absurd? Shall we take this absurd, and when will it end? We're here as a party, as representative of the party in the state, to say that we will not accept this impunity. And we beg, if you like, say, use the word beg. We draw the attention of the agencies that are responsible for this. The judgment of Honorable Justice Peter Lifu, which we are going to send you the enrolled order before you leave here. We'll drop it on your platforms so that you can read what the judge said. The only option available to the governor and his team is an appeal. It's an appeal to overturn the judgment. It is not order, judgment. Parties deposed to affidavits, parties made their arguments full-blown, and the judge reserved judgment, a composite judgment for that matter. Maybe we should let you know that in course of this matter, they tried everything humanly possible to see how they will stall the process. It got to a point where they went and procured Boots, a party called Boots. I don't know how many of you have had that party name, Boots, to come and apply to be joined in the matter. They went and procured SDP to join in the matter. They came with frivolous applications. In fact, even saying that APC under our watch no longer have the locus to sustain the matter in court. And the judge said, well, okay, another round was that they said, okay, we have gone to appeal court, and then we have appealed the judgment of the appeal court to the Supreme Court. Therefore, stop proceeding. And the judge said, I will hear all the applications, and I will take a composite ruling, including the subject matter. And exactly what the judge did on Monday. Very profound, very sound in law. And the judge addressed all the issues one by each and said that INEC should not release the voters' register to RISIEC because that the processes are not duly and legally followed. And we have said that over time. We have told you that over time. That we were the ones at the point who are nudging PDP, nudging the governor and RISIEC to conduct local government election. But they refused. And they are infracting the law. Because the law says clearly, 3 months to the expiration of the incumbent in power in the LGs, start the process of election. Did you see that? The only time they tried to set up a process is after the local government chairman, their tenure had elapsed. And they started the Makaba dance. So, just like one of what our colleagues have said here, under what law is this local government election going to hold? What is the appropriation? Who appropriated the funds for local government election to hold? So you see illegality, impunities, and on this, seeing the level of desperation of the governor, who, after the judgment of the Federal High Court came and got to him, drove straight to INEC RISIEC office to nudge them to continue to hold the election and to say that if they see any security agency here, that he will deal with them. That he's both the governor of the state and the chairman of RISIEC. If the governor is chairman of RISIEC, has he not confirmed that we are not comfortable, can't be comfortable to conduct or contest election where the governor himself is the chairman of an agency of government that is responsible for the same election? My dear people, members of the fourth estate of the realm, the reason we keep calling you is that we know your role. We know the role you play in the society. Your business is to disseminate information and let the world know that this is our plight in this state. And it's then to say that we will not watch the governor drift this thing to lawlessness. And that we are bona fide citizens of Rivers State. And because we are bona fide citizens of Rivers State, we also have the right, the same rights and privileges that anybody else can claim to have. And our right includes the fact that we are eligible to contest election and APC is ready to contest election. Not under the circumstance. And the court has agreed with us that the processes were flawed and that election under that kind of scenario will be a charade. And that's where we stand. Media, please tell the world that we will oppose the governor's impunity. There's no if and but. We will oppose the governor's planned impunity. Because if it goes against the law, it means that, of course, he has invited splinters in his shells. We will not just be psychologizing into docility because there is one man who calls himself a governor. No. We will be on the side of the law. But whilst being on the side of the law, we will not like or tolerate a situation where we are enveloped into the seat. Thank you for having us. Our answers are tough. APC is a law-abiding party. And we will remain within the ambit of the law. We only say that we should not encourage the flagrant attempt of one man to throw the party into the dustbin. And that anything humanly possible to keep the state in sync with the laws of the land, those are the things we will do. You can see somebody as desperate as the governor. He had lost touch with his party, the PDP. I don't know whether some of you listened to the PDP press conference a few days back. The PDP said that the APC is in court. At that time, the judgment had not come out. And that if the judgment is adverse to an election, that they will also not support holding an election in a flawed environment or under a flawed arrangement. An election that the two major political parties are not participating. And we are told that the governor had procured the Action People's Congress, APP, with their song. I don't know whether they know the meaning of that song, Owobongo. Now, the reason of the meaning of that song is about deceit. Do you know the history? Yes. You know the history?
Yes.
Yes. Between the tortoise and what?
The elephant.
The elephant. Is it not about deceit?
It is.
That's what the governor has procured. Shouldn't the governor be sad that a party that threw him up to be governor of Rivers State, the People's Democratic Party, is not in sync with his illegality? He should be concerned, but he is not. Rather, he came to INEC, RISEC office, their headquarters for that matter, and declared himself chairman of RISEC in an election that he wants us to participate. So the questions you have asked, and I put the three questions in one, that the governor and whatever actions they are taking, as far as we are concerned, are illegal, and we will stand with the law. So we will not take the laws into our hands, but we will not also allow him to also be at the given end as far as illegality is concerned. We will not allow that. You talked about the election and our I have said to you over time, over and over again, that I was part of a delegation that visited with the RISEC. And that after that meeting, I have told you what happened in that meeting. That the whole essence of that meeting was to introduce ourselves to the RISEC and then to urge them to conduct local government election. And that we were clear-cut on the essence. That the RISEC chairman also took the dice and said to us that they were ready for election, that they know the law. The man is a retired judge. That they know the law, but that the logistics are not made available. That was the man's snag. And in fact pleaded with us that whatever we can do to get the system to support the commission, that we should do. And as soon as we left the meeting, it was like, the media swarmed at me and said, what the essence? I said, and I still remember that it was somewhere, the 19th of January, that this, demand, it's not the request, was made. And then we were within the law. The local government election, the incumbent chairmen of councils were to leave the office somewhere around June or July. And we were still within the ambits of the law. Look at the distance, January to June. What happened? Nothing. It was after June when the life of the incumbent had lapsed that we started hearing story of there will be election. Under what law? And I'm not aware that an amendment to that law was made. No. So we didn't say that we won't contest election because we were scared. I had told you when we started that the APC will lead will not be the APC that will be armchair. We're leading an APC that will contest election and bring up the trappings of a political party, which includes putting people up for election, contesting election, and winning election, and running governments. We said so. So why would we be scared of an election when we have the number? So we're not scared. But the point we have made is that the laws are not properly followed, and the court agreed with us that for you to put up an election, it is consistent with the local government law that minimum of 90 days notice to be put. You just gave a notice of 30 days.